I never imagined the worst betrayal of my life would come from the person who looked exactly like me. When I was 21, my twin sister, Lily, disappeared after a huge argument with our
How
parents.
could you do
She
this to
always
me?
hated living
I
in my
didn't mean to
shadow,
hurt
or
you.
at least
You
that's what
always
she
do
claimed.
this.
I thought she just needed space. I never imagined she was about to steal my entire life. For years, strange things kept happening. My credit card applications were rejected. Banks questioned me about loans I had never taken. Employers asked about jobs I had supposedly quit. Every time I tried to fix the mistakes, someone told me it was probably just an administrative error. I believed them, until one phone call changed everything. A detective asked if I was willing to answer questions about a luxury car involved in a fraud investigation. I laughed. I don't even own a car. There was a long silence before he said something that made my blood run cold. Then, why is your driver's license attached to the purchase? I drove straight to the police
We're trying to
station,
understand your
expecting to
timeline.
clear up a misunderstanding. Instead, they showed me security footage. A woman walked into a dealership using my driver's license. She had my name, my birthday, my signature, my face. But it wasn't me. It was Lily. For a moment, I couldn't even breathe. She hadn't just borrowed my identity. She had become me. As the investigation continued, the truth became more horrifying. Over the previous 12 years, Lily had opened bank accounts in my name. She rented apartments using my identity. She applied for credit cards, took out personal loans, and even signed business contracts pretending to be me. Every financial mistake she made became my problem. Every debt she left behind followed me. I couldn't understand how no one had noticed. Then I remembered something from years earlier. When we were teenagers, our mother insisted we keep all our important documents in one family filing cabinet. Birth certificates, identification cards, passports, everything. After Lily left home, I never checked whether those documents were still there. She had taken them all. Suddenly, every confusing moment from the past finally made sense. The rejected applications, the strange phone calls, the missing tax documents, the letters demanding payments. They weren't random. They were evidence, and I had ignored them for years. When the police searched Lily's apartment, they uncovered an entire filing system dedicated to me. Folders labeled with my name, copies of my identification, old photographs, financial records, even handwritten pages where she practiced copying my signature until it looked perfect. It was terrifying, but the biggest shock was still waiting. Investigators discovered Lily had built an entirely different life using my identity. She had bought a house, started 2 businesses, married, even enrolled one of her children in school using my name on official paperwork. She wasn't pretending for a day. She had been living as me for over a decade. I couldn't believe someone could lie for that long. When I finally
Please, you're my
confronted her,
sister.
I expected
You're
anger,
nothing to me. No,
maybe
you don't
guilt.
mean that. I do.
Instead, she smiled.
No. Yes.
You always had the better life, she said calmly. I just decided to take it. Those words hurt more than everything she'd stolen. Because I realized this wasn't about money. It wasn't about debt. She wanted my life. The court case lasted nearly 18 months. Every document had to be reviewed. Every fake signature examined. Every loan investigated. The financial damage was overwhelming. Hundreds of thousands of dollars in fraudulent accounts. Dozens of contracts. Years of legal paperwork. There were moments when I wanted to give up. But then one unexpected witness changed everything. A retired bank manager recognized Lily from over a decade earlier. He remembered questioning why I seemed to sign my name differently each time I visited. He had quietly kept copies of those suspicious documents after refusing one of the loan applications. Those records became the evidence investigators had been missing. Experts compared the signatures, the dates, the fingerprints, the surveillance footage. Piece by piece, Lily's carefully constructed lie
find the
collapsed.
defendant guilty as
The judge
charged.
found her guilty
The
on
sentence
multiple
is
counts of
15
identity
years in prison.
fraud, forgery, and financial deception. She lost everything she had built using my name. The businesses, the house, the money, all of it. As for me, rebuilding my identity took years. Fixing my credit, correcting official records, proving who I really was. None of it happened overnight. But eventually, I got my life back. Not because justice erased the past, but because I refused to let someone else's betrayal define my future. People often say no one knows you better than your twin. Maybe that's true. But I've learned something even more important. The deepest betrayals don't always come from strangers. Sometimes, they come from the people who know exactly who you are and decide they would rather become you than be themselves.